Hi guys, today we're working with the first certificate of English listening test part 2. Let us begin. What you need to know about this test is that you're going to listen to a monologue of around 3 to 4 minutes long, and you're going to have 10 sentences with a gap, and you need to find some specific words to fill those gaps in the audio, obviously. This exercise is testing your understanding of specific information, detail, and stated opinion. The main tips that I can give you is that you need to read all the sentences and get the idea of what they want. Remember that we're working with the main ideas, so you can actually match the ideas rather than essentially the words. However, you need to write the exact word that completes your sentence from the audio. I'm going to explain that in a minute. Remember that you're going to get distractions, so there are going to be certain factors that are going to mislead you to write the correct answer, okay? Now, other tips that I can give you is that you need to have to listen for particular words, numbers, or phrases, actually small phrases that could be for 2-3 words maximum, not more than that. You should write them exactly as you hear them. You cannot change the words that you're listening. The words that you're going to use to complete your sentence, you cannot change them. Okay, now again, I'm going to explain that in a second. Mind your spelling, highly important. All the questions follow the order of the audio. That is to say that the first thing that you're going to listen is going to be number 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, and the such, okay? So if you find yourself answering number 6, for example, and then that you have skipped number 5, but you never understood in what moment 5 was given, and that's probably because, well, it was there, you just didn't pay enough attention, okay? Because it was in that order. Now, there's always a cue that tells you when an answer is coming. So the audio is actually informing you like, hey, your answer is coming, pay attention, okay? We're about to start. So please pay attention to those cues. You need to find them. Some of them are quite obvious. Some others might not be that obvious. But if you pay also attention that you're in order like 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have already answered some of them, you obviously need to be expectant of listening the following answer. Here is an example. You have rabbits are not suitable pets for as they need a lot of care. So the first thing that you need to notice is that you're talking about rabbits, and of course this topic has already been given in the title of the monologue and the instructions, so you know that it's going to be about rabbits as pets and probably not as wild animals, okay? Other thing that you need to notice, obviously, to get the idea of this sentence is, well, those are the keywords, okay? So in this case, not suitable pets, and also care or a lot of care, so you have an idea of what to expect. And instantly, immediately after, and as soon as you can and as fast as you can, you need to answer the question, what kind of word you need, okay? Because if you don't ask yourself that question, like, what do I need to write here? You may get a little bit lost, okay? So for this one, that you have rabbits are not suitable pets for whom? For whom? For what kind of person they are not suitable for, okay? So that's the main thing that you need to do in a matter of seconds, because you're going to have, if I'm not mistaken, 45 seconds to read the 10 sentences, or even 30 seconds, no, 45 seconds to read the 10 sentences, and to do all these things, like part of the underlining the keywords and getting to know what kind of words you need, a verb, an adjective, or a word, sorry, a noun, or something like that, okay? So here is the text that you would be listening, obviously, which says, rabbits are clean, intelligent, and friendly animals, and they make excellent pets. They do, though, require a considerable amount of attention in order to keep them healthy, comfortable, and safe. So it is better if an adult or a teenager, rather than a child, looks after them. As there are such sociable animals preferring to live in pairs or groups, it is advisable to have at least 2. So here we go. The cue. Where was it? It was here. When it says require a considerable amount of attention in order to keep them healthy, okay, it's related to your keywords, a part of a lot of care, so it's about to speak about that, okay? Then, if you notice that you need a person, here you have 3 types of people, okay? You have the adults, the teenagers, and the children, okay? Now, remember that in order to know what your answer is, you need to pay attention to, obviously, the audio, and also to help yourself remembering with your keywords, the idea of your sentence. In this case, it's about not suitable. So which one wouldn't take care of a rabbit pretty well? So the answer is a child, because it's actually recommending that an adult or a teenager takes care of the rabbit, not a child. So you should be writing a child. Both words, a child, not children. You cannot change it to children, even though it makes sense and whatever. You cannot change it to children because the given word or words in this case was a child. Okay? So far so good? I hope so. Exercise. We're going to do a little exercise so you can get it a little bit better. Okay? So we have, again, the same stuff about rabbits. Inside the house, you should remove any to keep the rabbits safe. So I'm going to play the audio twice. Please pay attention. Get your answer. Okay? So here we go.
Test 1. Part 2. Training.
Most rabbits are equally happy living outdoors or indoors, but if you decide to keep them in the house with you, there are some safety measures you should take. Firstly, make sure that all electric cables are properly protected, or else your pets might bite through them with disastrous results. Also, never leave houseplants lying around, as these might be poisonous.
Okay, we're going to play the audio for the second time. Pay attention, confirm your answer.
Test 1. Part 2. Training.
Most rabbits are equally happy living outdoors or indoors, but if you decide to keep them in the house with you, there are some safety measures you should take. Firstly, make sure that all electric cables are properly protected, or else your pets might bite through them with disastrous results. Also, never leave houseplants lying around, as these might be poisonous.
Okay, now it's time to answer 2 other questions, and please answer them on your notebook as well. If you didn't write your answer for this sentence on your notebook, please do it now. So which was the cue? Which was this little phrase that actually told you that your answer was about to be mentioned? And what was the distracting information? If you're not really sure, I'm going to play the audios once more so you can actually answer these questions. Here we go.
Test 1. Part 2. Training.
Most rabbits are equally happy living outdoors or indoors, but if you decide to keep them in the house with you, there are some safety measures you should take. Firstly, make sure that all electric cables are properly protected, or else your pets might bite through them with disastrous results. Also, never leave houseplants lying around, as these might be poisonous.
So you're over now, and so please keep on practicing, okay? Go back to your assignment and read the following instructions. Bye guys, see you tomorrow.